Hi all, this is a demo of Canvas AI, and I'll be showing how to use AI features in Canvas. In this template, I have already configured the Canvas module, and when you see the home page will be empty, and I have set a Canvas page as home page. So Drupal Canvas comes with its own entity type called Canvas page. Drupal Canvas also supports article content type. Then we have to install a module called Canvas Dev Standard. For now, to access the Canvas, simply come to the home page and click on Edit, and you will be taken to the Canvas UI for that particular page. The AI features in Canvas uh, can be enabled with uh, um, with them. So the AI features are not available out of the box. To enable the AI features, you have to install a module called Canvas AI. So this module is a sub-module of Canvas module. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open terminal and I'm going to enable the Canvas AI module. Okay, so once this module is enabled, we'll get a new AI panel icon on the top left corner, which can be used to access the chat interface. Currently, the AI features available are code component generation using AI. So in Drupal Canvas, we can create components directly from the browser itself, and those components would be using React and Tailwind for styling. So we can use the AI chatbot interface to create those code components programmatically. Next one is page building. Uh, we will be able to add new components to page by simply writing what all components have to be added. Like, let's say, create an our services section for a Drupal agency. Then uh, the AI will look at the available components, select appropriate components, and build an our services section, and those components will get placed in the page. And the next options are generating title and metadata. So it can look at the existing content and generate a suitable title and metadata to the page. And once this Canvas AI module is enabled, it brings 4 agents, and all these agents are suffixed with Canvas, so you'll be able to identify them easily. Canvas AI orchestrator is the main manager agent, I would say, because all whatever we type here, it is first sent to the orchestrator agent. Then it uses all these sub agents as tools. So if the request is related to adding or editing a code component, the task will be assigned to the component agent. If it is for generating the title, it will be given to the title agent. If it is a page building activity, it will be given to the page builder agent. So let's see this in action. I'll first ask the agent to create a hero banner code component to me. Create a hero banner component with uh, a title and subheading. This might take around 1 minute. So what in the backend, what's happening is the orchestrator agent would gets triggered. It understands that this trigger is for creating a code component. Then it assigns this task to the code component agent. So here you can see it added a simple hero banner. It uh, even added props, or here it added props or heading and subheading, so that whenever we place this in a page, we'll be able to uh, dynamically change the values of this. So I'd say now I can even edit this banner. So I'd say change the theme to a list, or, or let's say change the background color to red. Start with a simple example. So here it made a mistake. So what I have done is I have changed the model to GPT 4.1 mini. Previously it was using 4 mini. So let's try this same again. So I will just reload the page to clear history, and I'll add create a modern call to action banner with heading, description, and an action button. Let's see how it creates the component. Okay, now we have a much better result with a just like we requested, it added a heading, description, and an action button. Now I'll be able to give more instruction like uh, use a gradient background is on green. Yeah, it has now added a gradient background based on green. So this is how code component generation work, and it even added props for the heading. So these props basically lets us change these values, whatever values we see here, every time we use this component in the page. So to use this component, I have to click add to components and click on add again. Now the component would be available here. So for now, I have to reload the page, I guess. No, so here page got reloaded. But under to do, we can see this component and we'll be able to place it in the page, and we can change the text to anything. And that's how code component generation works with AI. The next feature I wanted to talk about is page building. So we have few components available here, like let's say card, headings, and all, testimonial. Let's see how this testimonial is rendered. Okay, so it has a content, image, and URL. So what I can say is add to testimonial, add to testimonials for a cookie shop to the page. Then, okay, now this is a page building activity. Um, I think the API is down. Let's try this again. Okay, so I'm using this prompt. Then what now is going to happen is orchestrator will assign this task to page builder. Page builder agent looks at the available components and checks if there is a testimonial component available. So it can be an SDC or block or anything. So whatever component we see here, these components would be given as context to the page builder agent. Then it should identify the testimonial component, and here you can see. Okay, so there is an error, but it did add the component, but maybe it's selected an incorrect props probably. So what I'll do is I'll delete this, maybe undo these changes. Let me just remember this. Delete. Let's try adding a simple component. So we have the heading component available. So I'll say add 5 heading components to the page with the names of 5 US presidents. See, previously, like it was, since it was a page building activity, it even generated a title. The title and description agents were triggered from the by the page builder agent, and it since we asked it to add testimonials for a cookie shop, it added a title and description suitable for a cookie shop. You see here, you can see it has added. It's now adding heading components with the name of 5 US presidents. So this is how page building work. We can even do complex tasks, um, like create instead of directly giving the name of the component, we can say create a uh, uh, our services section for a Drupal agency, or create a case study section for a I don't know, a particular product. So we can try this with any of these prompts. Uh, and we can even try combination of components. Let's say I want to add card. So I'll say add a 2-column layout with 2 cards explaining features of Drupal to the page. Looks like it was probably. No, it's like it. So here you can see it added it to, if I check the command structure, it used the card grid component itself, and within the card grids, it added 2 cards. So currently we don't support images. So this is now using the default image provided by the SDC itself, card SDC itself, but you can see the text actually represents the features of Drupal. Built any site, customized with Drupal, Drupal adapts to any project, then trusted platform. And it was able to place these components in the slots of that component. And even I can do this. I would say I will be able to select a component. I will be able to click on a component and say, uh, let's see if we, let's try placing the call to action banner. So add a uh, call to action, inviting users to subscribe the newsletter above this component. So when we say above this component, the page builder can actually see what all components are currently present in the page. Then it will be able to place the component at the specific position above or below a given selected component. So here you can see it placed it uh, above the component, and see it used the code component we selected earlier, and it dynamically populated the props as we requested, requesting users to subscribe the newsletter. Because this is how the component looks by default. That button text was get started, but it changed the text to subscribe now. So this is how page building works in Drupal canvas.